Questions for Coach?
I guess we'll start with, can you explain what happened there with that fourth quarter collapse?
Yeah, I think it was probably toward the end of the third. We stopped playing as hard as we were, started to relax, got a little cute, careless, and the message at that point when I called the timeout, I think with 2 minutes left in the third, was keep playing. They're not going to stop playing in transition. We're scoring well, but started giving up too many baskets in transition, and it's a good lesson learned. You know, some nights you deserve to win, like I felt against Washington. Some nights you deserve to lose when you don't take the game seriously. You know, we lost our composure there a little bit when they started blitzing Jason, but overall, it was that we relaxed when we got the lead, acted like the game was over.
On the way to, I think you guys led by the most, 19.
Yep.
Does this team have a tendency to feel a little too good about itself after it jumps out like that?
I don't know about the previous games. I felt that tonight at a time. You know, we were playing fine and having fun and sharing the ball is one thing, but to, you know, start to get a little too loose on the bench when I sensed that, like I said, when I called that timeout, that was the message to them. There's plenty of game left. NBA games are long. They're not going to stop playing. And so we did relax in my mind there, but it's a lesson learned, a hard one that should hurt, should be pissed off, but you know, don't play with the game, mess around with the game. It's going to come back to bite you.
What did you see when they started coming back on you? It looked like guys started to let up, shoulders started to sag a little bit, the effort, which had been good most of the game, kind of dwindled a little more.
Yeah, I don't think it was anything to do with effort in my mind. I think, you know, we relaxed more than anything. The effort didn't slow down. They really focused on taking the ball out of Jason's hands. We had a few turnovers there. We only had one in the first half and 8 in the second half where they started to convert late in the game. But I don't think it was the effort thing. I think it was a lack of, you know, killer instinct. Kind of took our foot off the gas and thought the game was over.
Yeah, Ime, they kept running the same dribble handoff to Levine, and he kept getting what he wants. I mean, how do you stop that? Is that concentration? And the fact that you guys only won twice, but yet you guys kind of, you're saying like you guys felt like you won this game already. I mean, how humiliating is that, embarrassing when you get outscored 39-9 in the fourth quarter? They're laughing at you. DeRozan's taking 3. It just seemed like they stomped on you. How do you deal with that and move forward?
I mean, as far as the play with Levine, you know, we started blitzing him later in the fourth. You know, we really got rejected a few times where he got away from the screen. We want to send him to the screen to our big, which is up high on him because he's such a great shooter. If he rejects it and goes the other way, there's no help there on the backside with the big being up high on the other side. So that hurt us. He got away from us in the screen a few times. But as far as, you know, overall, what them scoring and we had that drought, guys were making shots. As far as DeRozan, that's not really a three-point shooter. So he hit some early in the game, hit some late. But I think it was just a lapse of concentration and killer instinct for the most part. Like I said, a lesson learned that's going to hurt and should be pissed off about it. And I can sense that with the team, but we keep talking about this early in the season, going through some things and need to shore up some things and be professionals when we get a lead, especially like to your point, only 2 wins so far. Can't ever feel like you have it in the bag with the whole quarter left to play.
And it seemed like the offense would look disorganized in the fourth quarter, but that's not the first time. How do you get your offense to where you can get easy buckets like they were getting easy buckets?
Well, we feel when we have all the guys on the court, I think it was for the most part, Dennis, Marcus, Jalen, Jason, and Al, started with Rob a little bit when they started to blitz Jason. You know, we want to get it to our big in the middle, especially if it's Al, great playmaker there, and then you have 4-on-3 on the backside. And so we got it there a few times. They clearly were trying to take it out of Jason's hands, and we didn't make them pay whether it was finishing at the basket or kicking out for 3. So we had the numbers on the backside, got it to where we wanted. And, you know, when they're blitzing and trying to take it out of someone's hands, someone else has to make plays. And we felt like we had our best offensive playmakers out there and turned it over a few times. Like I said, weren't strong in the pocket on the pocket pass, and then didn't make the shots when we kicked them out, or the layups for the most part.
Is there, when you look back on that, do you think there's something that you could have done anything differently to stop that? However, timeout substitutions or anything different?
Yeah, I mean, we did sub frequently, got our guys back in quicker than we would have liked. Jason and Jalen were, you know, supposed to get a 2-3 minute rest there, and it turned pretty quickly. So we wanted to have them both on the court, had some guys out there, Dennis and some guys that we felt were our best guys attack on the second side, weren't making shots. So we kind of mixed our rotations up there. But for the most part, if they're going to try to take away one guy and you have 4 quality players like we felt we had on the court, we just have to make them pay. And we went away from Jalen at a time, or Jason at times, got it to Jalen. And then at that point, it felt like nobody's shots were falling, hence the 11 points in the fourth quarter. So if they got to take it out of one guy's hands, we feel like we're going to trust our guys playing behind it, have the numbers there. And like I said, we shot the ball great overall, 45% from 3, and we just missed them late.
Wrap it up right there. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.